Live from Sacramento City Hall, it's the SacVibes podcast.
Welcome back, everyone. It is September 24th, 2025, and we want to welcome you to SacVibes, the local government podcast that educates, engages, and empowers residents from the city of Sacramento. I'm one of your co-hosts, Danielle.
I'm your other co-host, Lynette Hall.
I am y'all co-host, Ari.
Maybe.
She's thinking about it.
What do I want to be today?
No, because I always say I'm a guest, and y'all be like, no, you're a co-host.
Yeah.
You've been co-host. You're
Yeah.
just like not claiming it. Anyway, I'm Greg, the other co-host, and welcome to season 3 of SacVibes.
Season 3.
Oh my God.
Ow.
We made it, y'all.
We made it.
We made it.
It feels like it's been like 5 years since we
I
recorded
know,
last.
it
Like so much has
does.
happened.
It's only been 2 months.
All right, it's only been 2 months.
When you said, like, the last time we recorded was early July, I was like, dang.
Yeah, right.
Let's be mindful of what we say. We don't want to get put off the air like Jimmy Kimball.
No, he's back.
They did. They lost too much money in a couple of days.
Depending
so they said,
on
right.
where you're from.
Yeah.
He's back.
Oh
or
yeah,
you're not.
depending.
If we get put off community, I need y'all to protest and say, put them back on. Put them back
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
There are people like, I have to watch Jimmy Kimmel to protect free speech now? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And community engagement, SacVibes. Watch SacVibes.
Watch SacVibes.
Watch Sac Vibe.
Yeah, season 3. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. If you didn't have our run a show here, I'd been like, oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 months.
It's like,
But-
it feels so much longer for some
Yeah.
reason.
That must mean that August and September really one-two'd us.
But no, time has passed. You know, like the last time I recorded, it was very sunny. Now it's cloudy. It's cooling down.
It was definitely
Yeah.
cold outside.
I mean, it was 98 yesterday, but it just happens to be cloudy today.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
we're getting there slowly.
We're getting there.
But yes, in typical SacVibes fashion, we should probably do our council recap, right?
We had a lot going on. So I think I'm just going to keep it super high level of some of the bigger things that happened. One, we lost Susanna Akala Wood, our city attorney, who is going to the city of San Jose.
Oh.
She's going to be missed. And what I love about her story, she didn't have the typical pathway to being a city attorney. Growing up in LA, Hispanic family, she was one of the first in her family to do a lot of things. But she applied to be city manager here 3 times.
That's
So
awesome.
the
I
first
remember
time we said no, second time they said no. And so she didn't give up. And so it's a testament of just being persistent. I always say persistence overrides resistance. So shout out to attorney Susanna Akala Wood. And then I think we also lost Lachelle Dozier with the Sacramento Housing and Redevelopment Agency, also known as SHRA. She had been with the organization as the head of the organization for over 20 years. And so she's retired. And so we lost a lot of folks. We're still without a city manager, so we winging it over here at the city at this point.
Hanging on by a thread.
Who wants to
though.
drive? You want to drive?
So hopefully we'll hear something about a new city manager soon. Some other exciting things, we went to council to establish a sister city with Moriela. I may be pronouncing it wrong. Moriela?
Where's that?
It's in Mexico.
Oh.
And so shout out to Councilmember Guetta who brought this forward. So there are about 7 or 8 cities worldwide that we have sister city relationships. And essentially our government and their government shares information, kind of mentors each other. And so
Oh, I thought it was just like symbolic. Actually do things together. That's cool.
they're supposed to kind of share information, resources, you know, what works, what doesn't work. And so
And how there's 2 cities from the Philippines on there. I
Is it
noticed that.
Manila on there?
Manila and Pasay City,
That's crazy.
of all cities.
They be sharing information.
They be sharing information.
So that happened. And then some of the biggest things that I think and most kind of controversial things where we had a homeless workshop. And so the purpose of that workshop was to get council direction on some new strategies for increasing the capacity of the city's temporary shelters. And some of those were around identifying new locations for safe camping and parking. And they have identified some locations for a micro community. And these are tiny houses that are built specifically for our age-friendly population. So they have identified 4 sites, and those sites are located in District 4, 1, 5, and 8, I believe. And they are working with District 7 to find a location there. And I think what was super controversial with this is that staff recommended that individuals that are receiving income pay 30% for these temporary spaces. This is for the micro communities. So this isn't just for our shelters. This is for the micro communities. They will have a bedroom, kind of like a little living room space. They do have a shared bathroom and a shared kitchen space. And it is only for folks that are receiving income. And there's a lot of misinformation out there that unhoused folks don't have any income. There are some folks that are getting
work. Yeah.
That are getting they work, and there are people that are getting SSI and disability and things of that nature. And so it would be up to 30% for that. We are also looking at our voucher program. These are vouchers that allow unhoused to stay at motels, city motels. So that was also on the agenda. And I think they talked about last year we had about a little over 6,000 when they did the point in time count on how many unhoused folks. About half of those were actually in the city limits, the other half in the county. But we have decreased our unhoused population by 28%, which I thought was pretty good.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
That's good.
Can I do that for
Yeah,
this?
you can.
So controversial, I can't even pick the hype button.
And then, I mean, I think all of this revolves around just the city's capacity with, it's more than just putting up shelters or building housing. You have to have the supportive services and the wraparound services to support that. And it costs.
Yep.
And so during the pandemic, we started receiving, they call it HAP funding, which is Homeless Housing Assistance and Prevention Program funding. So since 2020, we got about $28 million. And so that is also money that we're able to use, but it's expensive. So this is just staff's way of trying to balance that out. And this is something that staff recommended. And I know the council and the mayor is getting a lot of critique about it. But if you guys remember, or you guys have been following council, a couple years ago, council gave authority to the city manager to create these sites without having to come to them. And so essentially it was a city manager directed program to identify these sites. So the council members didn't have a lot of input. Ultimately, it was the city manager. So I just wanted to clarify that. And then I think the last thing that was pretty big was around zoning changes for cannabis and also safe consumption lounges. And so council had to give some direction on zoning issues because there are things called sensitive spaces. So like if a church, a school, there are very limited places where a cannabis business can be. And it's really hard for folks in the business to find spaces that are not near a community center, that's not near a church and things of that nature. So they talked about that. And then also removing, so now we can do safe consumption lounges. You have to be an existing dispensary to do safe consumption lounges, and that is because we don't want people smoking at home around their kids. And so being able to do it in a safe environment away from the general public that might not want smoke in their face. So we do now have safe consumption lounges and a program for that. And council voted to remove a cap. Initially, it was going to be 5 per district. They have since removed the cap.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
5
Okay.
Consumption lounges. So that
per
has been
district?
renewed. It has been removed. So there is
Oh,
no
wow.
cap.
No cap now.
Interesting.
And they are doing a fee study on what the fee is in order to do a cannabis consumption lounge. But core recipients is the equity program that is really centered around race, folks that have been impacted mostly by cannabis. They will be exempt from the fee requirement. So if you're a core participant and you have a dispensary, you don't have to pay
You're right.
the consumption lounge.
And there's an acronym for CORE, but I don't remember what it means.
The Cannabis Opportunity Reinvestment Equity
Okay.
Program, I believe. Yeah, Reinvestment Equity Program.
Cool.
So,
Those
yeah,
places
so
about to
that's
make
about-
That is
a
busy
gang of money for snacks.
there's currently 36.
Snack price is going to go up.
There's currently 36 storefront dispensaries, and out of those 36, they did a survey. About 8 of them are interested in pursuing a cannabis consumption lounge, and of that 8, 2 are core recipients, core program. And we have about the districts that have the most dispensaries. I know we always hear like there's certain, it's actually District 4. District 4 has 11 storefront dispensaries. District 2 has 8, and District 6 has 8.
Okay.
The other ones are pretty much the same.
2 has 8. That's crazy.
2 has 8.
That don't sound crazy.
District 6 has 8.
I guess, yeah.
District 1 has none. District 3 has 1. District 5 has 5. D7 has 2, and District 8 has 1.
Oh,
Interesting.
wow. Interesting.
So
And probably for the folks who are maybe concerned that, now these are going to be popping up. If I remember correctly, the requirements for like the lounges are pretty steep. Like they have to have good ventilation.
oh, absolutely.
Like there are a lot of, so it's not like
You could just
removing the
pop up,
cap
make
is
it-
really good because making these spaces is already very difficult and very costly. So
Yeah.
and that's why they have to be within a existing dispensary.
yeah.
But yes, so they will have ventilation system similar to like if you went to a cigar lounge, which we have in our city. Cigar lounges, they have a suction system that is sucking smoke out, so you don't smell the smoke if you're not inside the building. So for people to think that I don't want smoke around me and my kids, you won't have it. It's kind of like going into a bar. If you go into a bar, people are probably going to be drinking.
Yeah.
If you go into a consumption lounge, people might be smoking, right? So,
Right.
and you have to be an adult to be in there. So,
Very
Yeah,
cool.
that's good.
Yeah, very eventful week.
It
Whew.
is.
absolutely.
That was a big council meeting.
We had a lot going on.
So that was council. Now we can probably overview what we did in the past 2 months, which was a lot. So
That's very
we can
true.
probably popcorn because I'm going to be sitting here remembering, reminiscing.
Where you guys been? What you been doing?
We've been out. We've been out in
Been
community.
outside. We outside.
We were outside in the heat. we were out in Meadowview. We were out in Land Park. Where else
Yeah.
were we? Meadowview again.
So we were at Unity in the community.
Cesar Chavez Park.
Shout out to our ambassador, community ambassador, Kevin Yates,
That's
with
right.
Tree Boy.
And my own button.
Yeah, shout out to Shona McDaniels with the African American Museum, who also runs the Banana Festival.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have brought our cutouts.
Oh yeah,
Dang.
you should see the cutouts. It was pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Well, let's put a
The-
picture on the screen. Bloop.
Was there was a lot of pictures from on the booth, the photo booth that
Apparently they were a hit.
day. Yeah, that's cool.
And then South Sag, shout out to Councilmember Myvang. We went out. That was in Meadowview as well.
That was hella hot that day.
Shout out to our intern, Ivy, who
Ivy
is
was-
a
Yes.
She's been
Yeah.
trooping
high
with
school
us.
student at West Campus. She's a senior, and she has been riding with us for some months now. But
I'm
she's
so appreciative of all our interns. Ivy, Max, also West Campus. Also our older interns. We have Antoinette. His name is escaping me.
Terrell.
Terrell,
Mm.
yes.
And we also did Turkey
Grant
Leg
High
Fest.
School.
Turkey leg
Turkey
fest.
leg.
Did you get any
Do the
turkey legs?
stanky leg.
I didn't,
Do
but I
the-
saw them. I did go
Hmm.
look for them to see what the competition was like.
Okay.
There was a
okay.
competition
Yeah.
for big turkey leg.
Like basically who could smoke it better or like season it better.
Oh, I thought it was like an eating competition.
I know, me too. That's a lot of turkey
How many
legs
legs can you
there.
eat?
That would be crazy.
One leg
gotta
for
eat the
us
bone,
was
too.
like a family endeavor. Like we would get one and then we would all eat it.
Yeah, when we go to the
They're
state
pretty big.
fair, we'd be doing that.
Yeah.
we just
Sharing.
share.
Well, that's all you can afford at the
Right?
state fair.
Yeah.
Like,
20
Just
$30
one.
now.
we going in on
It'll
the.
take your whole $20.
Ooh, what was this back in 2008?
And get a scoop of rice from somewhere.
Disneyland turkey leg was $7. How much is it now?
Wow. It was 20 at the state fair. It's 20
That's what I said. The
I'll be
whole
like
$20.
50 at
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah, that's great.
Where else did we go? Oh, we did the grand opening of the African Marketplace
Oh, yeah.
on
That was
24th
right, yeah.
and Florin.
Right, right.
So that was good. So
That
many
was.
businesses in there. Like
was, right?
Yeah.
for our listeners, if you haven't gone, you guys need to go. There's probably 150 businesses.
Easily.
It's a really nice space.
They have everything.
You got digital cafe in there.
You got digital cafe.
They recently reopened because of a fire, and like it looks spotless. It looks really good.
Yeah.
It was
Also,
really good.
oyster mushroom fried chicken. Oh, that was so good.
I should have got that.
Yeah. A lot of healthy stuff. If you
Yummy.
like
Yeah.
sea moss and things, they have everything there. All kind of herbs and spices and clothes and
what
jewelry.
What is up with sea moss?
Since like COVID happened, I feel like everyone learned about sea moss and it was like,
It's like healing
a-
properties or something.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Y'all be sea mossing it? Is that a
No.
thing?
No.
Sea moss in it is wild.
Let me get some of that sea moss.
But we've been outside. We had our
You had
City
a
Connect mixer.
Yep.
Yes,
Right.
at Oak Park Brewery. That
Where
was
it
a lot
all
of fun.
began.
Yeah.
I got to spin underneath the Oak Park Brewery sign.
That was kind of
It
cool.
was a nice full
It
circle
was.
moment, actually,
Yeah.
and it was pretty packed in there too.
It was.
I think it was a better turnout than the first time.
It was a
like-
great turnout. I
Yeah.
don't think we could have asked for a better, good, diverse group of people of
Yeah.
every walks of life. I
Yep.
mean, age groups. We had shout out to Vice Mayor Katie Maple.
Oh, yeah, she was there.
She came out.
OCAS,
Shout out to our police department.
What's OCAS?
Office of Climate Action and Sustainability. Were you
That
going
was
to
a
say
quick
it?
one.
No, because the way
She
she
was
looked
ready.
at you was like, what is it?
It was good. Our neighborhood associations, Oak Park
Yeah.
Neighborhood Association came out and support.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We had
OPNA.
presentations by Child Action.
Yes.
Yep.
And our child care development project manager, Janine Cooper.
Mhm.
Yay, Janine!
Ooh.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it was a packed agenda, but so that was our September mixer, which means our upcoming October mixer is going to be the last for 2025. So if you haven't already made it out, definitely do come. We typically take a break for November and December because, as it happens, the third Thursday tends to be holidays, and I guess people should spend time with their family. I don't know, something like
We're
that.
cooler.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, if you don't make it to this coming October, you can catch us at January for sure.
And then we kicked off city management. Ari, like, what's
We
going on?
did.
What is city management and how long is it? What's going on with it?
Academy.
City Management Academy. So, City Management Academy, since I don't want to reveal my age, but it's as old as I am. It's been around for at least 30 years and probably, over 300 graduates so far. So, it's a 10-week course where local business owners, residents, people from neighborhood associations, anyone really, the general public can participate in to learn more about how the city functions.
Yep.
So if you want to know about the budget process, you want to know what different departments do for the city and their role in the city process, this is where you'll learn it. You'll get a presentation from directors, and they allow you to ask questions. Everyone always wants to know about the budget process, why their roads aren't paved. 311 never calls them back. The matter of the homeless. the course is designed for you to ask those questions. So, yeah, we're in week 4, and it's been interesting so far. It's the biggest cohort, so we're at 42.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a packed room,
It's a packed room.
but yes.
It's competitive to get in.
Mm-hmm.
How many applicants did we have this year?
So this year we had 157.
Dang.
So
Okay.
quite a bit of
How did you pick?
funneling.
You
So
had a dartboard.
we created a panel consisting of city staff and CMA alumni.
Mm-hmm.
So it's roughly 6 people on the
Okay.
panel, and everyone reviews and scores till their heart is content.
Nice.
This year we had to meet twice.
And for our folks who are listening who might be interested in applying next year, what are the requirements?
Ooh,
get in.
so the only requirements are you either have to be a city resident, so live within the 8 districts, or you have to have a business within city limits or within the 8 districts.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
And for those of you curious, you can check out online on our website or on our YouTube channel. We have CMA On Demand, which is a collection of pre-recorded CMAs. You can't ask questions, but you can see what the topic was and the presentation. We don't record the Q&A session so that folks are encouraged to ask, harder questions. and-
Participate, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to put people on blast on YouTube.
We also can't feed y'all through the screen.
Yeah, you miss out on the food, but just why you gotta apply.
Yes.
So the 2026 interest list is open. We're at about 30 people already
Oh.
who are interested in the applications for next
Wow.
year.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
So sign up so you'll be notified when applications open. And good luck. May the odds be in your favor.
And if there's good food out there from a small business, let us know.
Yes.
We only purchase food from small businesses, and we
Right.
feed people dinner before each of the 3-hour meetings. So we want to
Expand our horizons.
absolutely.
Have y'all done Filipino yet? You did one time, right? Oh, that was for ambassadors. We did Filipino.
What's a Filipino place?
There's one in the Thomas.
Casino.
Casina in the Thomas, South Villa, and
There's a new place, Spoon and Fork.
Spoon and Fork in Broadway. Yeah. Oh, and then there's ones on Mac Road. They're outside of the city limits, though.
Okay.
Jollibee, all that.
I need to check that out just personally. Like,
Jollibee.
The chicken?
no, I don't.
Okay.
No,
Look at that
No.
face.
You don't like the chicken?
At Jollibee,
Yeah.
I
Blurp this
no,
out.
I haven't.
You have
had
a lot
it.
to say.
I haven't had it. I just
Okay.
It didn't look
You
good
don't
on
wanna
the little
you don't wanna
drive
get
through.
canceled by
It's
Filipinos.
good.
It's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
we
I
gotta bring a
don't-
bucket to the office.
Oh my
someday.
God.
I don't
sticky rice.
want to get banned from the Filipino festival. I'm gonna keep my comments. Like I
You got to get the
food
chicken
is
skin,
good. Okay.
and you
Put some
put
sticky
rice,
Uh-huh.
and then you dip that in gravy,
Yeah,
and then you
all the
go
gravy.
right to the ambulance for the for
But
your,
Jollibee, that's a chain, right?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a chain.
Yeah, boo. We don't do
No.
chains.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad. Like, cause
Yeah, it's a big chain.
okay.
They have a cute mascot though. Anyway,
That mascot gets down. Anyway.
yeah, he be getting down and he closes his eyes when he dance.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's
The people
real.
who work as that mascot, I don't know, that's gotta be a requirement. Like,
There's
shake
like-
dance or something.
There's like one suit for like the all United States. They only let certain people use it.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. You can't have Jollibee just coming to wherever.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
The branding is strong, I see.
Anyway, for today, we also have a new segment that we wanted to share with y'all. It's called Community Conversations, and the purpose of these conversations are to humanize our local elected officials,
We hope they're not infected.
elected
Same thing.
elected officials and city staff and leadership
take us
positions.
nowhere.
Can't take you anywhere. So there's also going to be a hot seat section, and this is more like just fun questions, Coke or Pepsi, whatever, stuff like that.
So just to clarify, this isn't for like the hard line, like
Yeah,
political questions, right?
yeah. If you want to see that, you go to council.
Go to
Every
council.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Ask
every
them
Tuesday.
personally on the podium.
As long as it's less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Because Minty will cut you off.
Get cut off. So our first guest, we had the pleasure of recording Mayor McCarty on the day that Taylor Swift got engaged. I don't remember what day it was, but I remember that we had tissue for the mayor just in case if he was feeling some sort of way. But, we'll let you see the interview and you decide for yourself. And here we go. Today our guest is none other than Mayor Kevin McCarty. Oh yeah, let me do this. Oh, it's
not on.
It's off.
There you go.
Wow.
He's been waiting on that.
I've been
That's
waiting
his
for
favorite.
that one.
Yeah.
So today questions will be focused on who he is as a person. So if you want to know more about where the mayor stands on specific issues, then tune into city council meetings every Tuesday because we're not doing that here today. Lynette, I'm going to pass it to you to kick us off with our rules.
Yeah, so the rules, Mayor, no acronyms. We want to make sure that we don't create barriers for folks. And so if you happen to say an acronym and you don't explain it, you got to get up and bust a move.
Okay.
My go-to is the Cabbage Patch, so I'm not sure what your go-to move is. What is your go-to move?
I'm going to do the centipede on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The centipede.
Okay.
I'll try.
Oh my gosh.
Now I want you to say an acronym.
I gotta
Move the camera.
record the. I'm like thinking logistically. I was like, okay, we'll use the phone.
That goes back like 40 years
40 years? Okay.
when I was 13 doing the centipede.
Okay. So you should perfect it by now.
No,
Like,
I
it's-
haven't done it for 40 years.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe you should stretch first, Mayor.
Yeah. Scratch
We
it.
might need to do a little stretching
There's some
session.
workers'
before.
comp rules here.
We'll need risk management in here.
Before we dig into your business, do you have any questions for the community
No.
engagement team?
I love talking to people in
Okay.
unorthodox ways and on the street, at a park, in the
Okay.
grocery store, the Little League field,
Okay.
concert, and a podcast. So here we go.
Hey,
Okay.
okay, all right.
Okay, so tell us, what is your story? I mean, you did 10 years as a council member, 10 years in the assembly, and then you came back. So you kind of went a little different route. So can you just tell us a little bit about your story? How did you get here?
Yeah, I think the political stuff is the boring story. I
Okay.
think that the interesting story is that, a lot of times people see people in politics like, oh, that person was a lawyer, they were valedictorian, they were class president. You have to do that to become one of these people that make rules, and it's not true at all. And I grew up here in Sacramento. Grew up in a single parent family, a lot of complications and sometimes too much drama and chaos in our household. So we didn't always focus on school. And I played sports. I was into baseball. And then I was just an average student, never went to the state capitol, didn't do any student government. And literally in my final year of high school, I flunked out of school and went to adult school to get my GED, and then went to community college the next year. And then the year after that, when I was 20, there was a presidential election, and this guy was running for president. He was like a 44-year-old, 45-year-old, I thought, young, cool guy running for president named Bill Clinton. And I became like a canvasser knocking on doors. And I just fell in love with politics. And, it just, for me, I loved it because it was the excitement, but it was also how politics impact people's lives. So whether it's education or housing, environmental issues, civil rights, what have you. Government impacts people's lives. I realized, this impacted my life, my family's life, and I wanted to be part of an opportunity to make a change. And then I had no idea that I would run for office at that time. I knew I wanted to work in government. So that kind of started a course. But I tell that story because a lot of people are like, well, I'm not a great student. I'm not going to go to Yale or UCLA.
Right.
And there's a spot for everybody in this business.
Well, I definitely appreciate that because I think it is helpful for people to see people that are just like them, right? Everyone didn't go the university route right away. You talked a little bit about just having challenges in your household. And so, did you grow up in a two-parent family or was the...
No, I said that. I grew up in a single-parent family. I'm sorry if I didn't say that.
Okay.
Single-parent mom. She had 4 kids. My parents separated when I was 2. So I had a mom who went to school at night and who worked and, really taught us the value of hard work. And, she was gone a lot, so that made us a little bit rambunctious. And we got in a little bit of trouble here and there, but we were able to succeed. And, I think that struggle taught me a lot of life lessons. And I think in politics sometimes, having been through that, it makes me understand the decisions and people more than I had a different experience as a youngster.
So I have one other question before I turn it over to the team to ask some questions. So get the tissue. Ari, how are you feeling about the news with Taylor Swift?
I'm excited.
Okay.
Well,
Put away the tissues.
why is it tissue? You know,
We thought you
somebody
were gonna
gave
be
me this.
sad.
This isn't a setup question.
No.
I didn't know you were going to ask it, but someone gave this to me the day I became mayor.
Oh,
You know what it says?
Swifty.
Swifty mayor.
Can you show it on the camera?
Mayor, Swifty
Swifty
Mayor.
Mayor.
Swifty Mayor.
I was wearing it today on my wrist. I didn't even know you were going to ask that question.
So we didn't know whether or not. So I got the pleasure of going to a fundraiser that you did for Stanford Settlement. And it was a light show for, and they used Taylor Swift. It was a Taylor Swift light show. So I learned that you were a Swiftie, but I don't think most people know that you are a Swiftie. And so the news that broke, we were like, either he's going to be happy or sad. So we brought the tissue just in case.
I'm super happy for. I'm very protective of her, by the way. Of Taylor Swift. So I want to make sure that Travis's intentions are pure, and I've been following his every move for the past 2 years.
Okay.
And I do approve of this.
Did he get your blessing before?
He didn't get. I bless it.
Okay.
I do bless it. But I think that she's an absolute genius and inspires so many people, and I just love how smart and intelligent she is putting her songs together, but just, a role model for people. And it's just amazing. 300 million followers on Instagram. You must be doing something right.
We gotta tag her. The mayor of Sacramento blesses your wedding, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
There we go.
Full green
And
lights.
then what is your error of Taylor? Like,
My era?
yeah.
Wow, she's got a new one coming out, the 12th era. I like the folklore era. That was there during the pandemic, just like, soft songs, kind of her and the guitar, the piano, sitting in the woods, and very reflective songs. And so that kind of reminds me of the pandemic era. So
Okay.
folklore era,
Okay.
The pandemic era.
Okay.
the pandemic era.
All right.
So I'll turn it over to Ari.
Oh, questions. Okay. So my question for you is, what was your first concert?
My first concert. Ooh, okay. I went to I think I went to a concert at the State Fair, but that wasn't really a concert because I didn't buy a ticket and stuff. So I remember going to a concert with my older sister when I was like 10. I think it was the Tubes, but I don't consider it my first concert. My first concert, I actually had a ticket.
Yeah.
And I walked up. I saw U2 in Oakland at the Oakland Coliseum. And my dad, I didn't really know U2 very well back then, but my dad had a friend, and his friend's daughter was interested in U2, so they bought 5 tickets for all of us.
Oh.
And we got to go see a U2 concert in
awesome.
the Joshua Tree tour in 1987, well before you were born.
Some of us were
Okay.
here.
That's awesome.
Do you have any other questions for the mayor?
I'll let the rest of the team go before I circulate other questions.
Go ahead.
Me? My turn?
Yep.
Okay, Mayor, what's your favorite cuisine?
My
Ooh,
favorite? That's
good one.
unfair.
You can have more than one.
Yeah, I love tacos. Like, I like to find myself a good little taqueria in town.
Okay.
What's your
I
go-to
love
taco order?
sushi. I love Italian food.
Okay.
What's your go-to taco order?
Tacos al pastor.
Al pastor,
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Al
Okay.
pastor.
Okay.
I'm
the
such a
stuff.
carne asada person.
too.
Like,
And we're kind of torn here in Sacramento because you have these great taquerias and you have these people out there who are selling tacos on the street too.
Yeah.
And I go to both here and there, but I do feel sometimes for the people on the street, they're mainly immigrants and working hard and, trying to do it right. But
Yeah.
the restaurateurs, are paying their workers minimum wage, they're paying taxes, they're paying rent.
Right.
And so we need to figure that out, how we can help everybody. But we are hearing this from some of our restaurateurs who like, hey, I have to charge $4 for my tacos because I pay all these fees and play by the rules, and people next door to me can charge $3 or $2 for a taco, but they don't have to pay all these fees and play by the rules. And so,
Right.
but
it
they
does
may not
create
be
an
washing
issue.
their hands, and so
That
I'll
too.
pay $2 for some hand washing stations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Extra $2.
absolutely.
So I don't get a stomachache? Sign me up.
Okay, next question.
Okay, well, before I ask this question, I just wanted to say thank you so much for explaining just how different your story is. I think I and a lot of other people kind of assume that people pop out the womb saying, I don't want to be a politician, But it just goes to show that you can come from any walk of life and go into this kind of work.
Absolutely.
But that being said, when you were younger, what was your dream job?
I wanted to be a baseball player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I realized I couldn't do that, I was like, oh, maybe I want to be like an announcer for the baseball games. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you were excited when the
I was
A's came.
Yeah. But let me tell you, going back to when I was a kid in sports, I went to a middle school here, and my class teammate, and we played sports together, was a guy named Rob Bonta, who's now our attorney general.
Okay.
And he was a super great athlete and a great student. And he was, I think, valedictorian. And he went on to Yale, Rhodes Scholar. And we came back to the assembly. And my first day in the assembly, his day being sworn in was right next to me. So his office was right next to mine. I was like, that's so funny. We both went to Winston Churchill Middle School here in Sacramento.
That's a cool full circle moment.
And then I realized, after school, he went to Yale.
Okay.
And after school, I went to Winterstein Adult School. And so I think it's important to tell young people, hey, it doesn't matter where you go after high school. You can all end up. And like the laws that I wrote, he became attorney general and mayor, and we did a lot of cool work together on early education, criminal justice issues. And so I just want to bring it back to that.
I love that.
I love telling people about that, and they really appreciate that too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's pretty cool. Any other questions?
Are we going back around? You had one ready? You haven't really had one yet.
So I just came back from Mexico and love-hate trip with Mexico. In the past, I've really enjoyed it. This last trip, not so much. What is your favorite vacation place?
I love Mexico. Of course, Mexican food, you got to love that. I'm going to go to Mexico City in a few weeks, and it's an amazing city with international cuisine. 25 million people live there. I would say about Maui, Hawaii. I talked earlier about my mom growing up in a single-parent family. She was my hero growing up, and actually today's her birthday. She would have been 80. She passed away 17 years ago, so she would have been 83 today. And she took us to Hawaii when we were when she first got a real good job when I was, I think, a teenager, and then she moved there and retired there. And so she passed away there. So every several years I go back to Maui, and I think of her. It's just like, who doesn't want to go to Maui? It's a beautiful place, and heck, Southwest Airlines flies there. So if you're looking for a good deal and you book your flights well enough advance, you can get a good deal on Southwest from Sacramento to Maui.
I'm writing that down. Good to know. And a happy heavenly birthday to your mom.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So for me, I'm a musician, and so aside from Taylor Swift, what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh, I listen to everything. So I listen to pop. I recently got into Morgan Wallen. I listening to country every now and then, and I listen to music from my era, whether it's U2 or Pearl Jam, Fleetwood Mac. So I just turn the whatever. Not the station anymore, but on not the radio, but on Apple Music, just like different stations, and they just have a different mix to it. I love learning about new artists too. I love when they have music festivals and learning about somebody new I've never heard of before. So I love the fact that we have these music festivals here in Sacramento. I'm excited to go check out in a few weeks. Aftershock is coming to town. It's one of the big deals for Sacramento. So
that's right.
I can hear that one from my house.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. And you can see it from the 5.
Yep.
And so when you're not at council and you're just at home chilling, what do you like to watch on TV?
I'm a big sports guy, so I'm always watching, the baseball, the Giants, the A's, basketball, the Kings or the Warriors or NorCal teams, or football or college football. So into sports. Every once in a while, I binge on a show, a series. So the series that I recently got into, and I'm waiting for season 2 to come out, is Landman.
Oh my God, I love it.
I love that show. I love
it's on Paramount.
I love me some.
It's on Paramount.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's Billy Bob Thornton. So I love me some Billy Bob Thornton.
The oil rigs.
He's like an oil man. He's in. It's all chaos. He's in charge of the oil fields out there. Like stuff goes wrong every day, all day long. So he's in charge of fixing stuff. And
interesting.
It's action. It's violence. It's a love story. It's drama. It's everything all in one. I love it.
So I'm waiting for season 2 to come out.
Okay.
And then my next question, since you like sports, do you feel like Deion Sanders' sons are being unfairly targeted or treated? Or what do you think about that?
Unfair. We all know who they are.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you pronounce his name?
Shador.
Shanor. I don't know. I think that when you're an athlete, you're the guy, and your family is talking about you, promoting you all the time. I don't know. It's just kind of like LeBron's son and other people who kind of put themselves out there so they get attention. So there's pluses and minuses. I'm probably getting more endorsement deals that we're talking about him than not talking about him. So
Right.
that's a good problem to have, to be a professional athlete, to have a chance to play in the major leagues and get paid for it. So I think there's people who have way more bigger problems than that family.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fair.
And what about hobbies?
Hobbies. I try to do sports still, and I like to play softball, and I started playing pickleball recently. That's kind of fun. I try to be active, ride my bike,
Is
walk.
it hard on the knees, pickleball?
No, it's easy.
It's easy?
It's easy because you don't have to move as much. You have to move a little bit on the knees, but it's not as much as tennis.
Yeah, tennis.
Yeah, but it's
Check
really
your
good.
sick time. He likes to go play basketball, and then the next day he's like on Tylenol and aspirin, and so
a list of the age-friendly activities for Greg.
Walking all gingerly.
I love enjoying our parkways here, our bikeways along the river, the Sacramento River, the American River, just going out. And
Are you a biker?
I just started biking. Actually, Councilmember Plucky Bomb gave me a bike. Well, I have to give it back. He's loaning me his bike.
Okay.
And so I said I want to buy it from him, but he says no. I guess it's his son.
Loaning the bike.
I guess it's his son's bike. So I need to give that bike back. But I've enjoyed it. So I think I'm into that.
Okay.
I enjoy going on the river here, paddleboarding here.
Yeah, paddleboarding.
Yeah, we're so lucky here. We have this urban, wild and scenic river that's just feet from downtown Sacramento in our neighborhoods. Like, this is unseen and unheard of across the country, to have this amazing asset in the core of a city.
Do you have the inflatable paddleboard, or do you have the hard?
No, I have the inflatable ones. During the pandemic, when everyone was looking for something to do, I saw you could buy them at Costco for a couple $100, so I went and bought multiple of them. So I have. We took out our kids and our family and their friends for several years, and so I enjoy that.
I didn't know you had kids.
Yes, he has two daughters.
Two teenage girls. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How old?
17. They just turned 17
Twins.
a few days ago.
Yeah, that's my
Juniors in high school.
My son's a junior. He's going to be 17 on October.
Yeah.
So you're in the middle of the teenage.
Oh, yeah. It's quite an ordeal.
17's the middle?
The tissue now.
Right. Dealing with the kids, right?
No, but it's just interesting to see how they grow, their confidence, turning into adults.
Yeah.
And, I remember when I was 17, I always wanted to grow up too fast. And I was always fighting against my mom and dad. And so every time they act up, and I was like, well, number one, I was like that too.
Yeah.
And number two, I'm like, this is payback. So
That's what my mom loves to tell me. She's like, wait till you have kids and they act like this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
And it happens
there you go.
faster than
Any
you
other
realize.
questions?
So you mentioned a lot of really cool activities to do around Sacramento. Now, what if I asked you to pick one? What is your favorite thing about the city of Sacramento?
I talked about it, but this whole thing with our river running through the city in between these neighborhoods, and we have these bike trails that connect most of the city of Sacramento. So I love that. If I have spare time, sometimes this job is hard. Sometimes I pull over and find some place and go walk out there and just gather my thoughts, whether I'm listening to music or the local the podcast. I just really enjoy getting out there and seeing Mother Nature. You don't have to drive to Tahoe or the ocean. Yeah, it's literally right here.
Yeah, literally.
And some people, I think it's great too, because not all families can afford to go to. I talked earlier. Every couple years I get to go to Hawaii or Tahoe, or not a lot of families can afford that. And we have amazing Mother Nature right here. So it's actually one of my top priorities is to further activate our parkway for all neighborhoods across Sacramento.
I love that, because I spend a lot of time on the water, and I feel like that is an asset we don't tap into regionally. It's like after you go past Freeport Bar and Grill, there's nothing. right? Like, I love to like sit out on the water and go to a restaurant on the water, and it's so much more that we can do. We got to get our people over in West Sac to step up because there's like nothing on that side of the river.
Right. I've been trying to get
Talk to your folks.
I want to get a bridge. I don't have to go all the way up to Tower Bridge and come back down just to go to Land Park. Need to have
And if you have
The
a
Broadway
friend that has a
Bridge,
boat,
Broadway
it's
would be
a
good.
whole vibe on the river. It's a video every weekend
Yeah.
out there.
Well, not we can afford a boat, but you can go to Costco for $300
There it
bucks.
is.
Get yourself
Get
a
a
boat called a paddleboard. Make sure you wear a little life jacket.
Please
the
do.
river's dangerous out there sometimes.
So many people.
You ever
every
try
year.
fishing off a paddleboard?
I haven't, but I've seen people.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I don't catch anything.
No, I've seen people do it, but I just really enjoy it. We're so lucky again to have that, to have this asset right here in the middle of Sacramento, the American River Parkway, and also the Sacramento River. And we're it's one of our priorities that I'm working on with the council, is to make that trail connect, because you can start in Folsom and kind of get to Freeport, but you got to get off a few places. Some places people have their backyards that go up, and so we're going to take a tough vote in a few weeks to open that up to the whole community. So it's public access. It's not private ownership is our mantra. So we're working on that, and if one thing that I could accomplish when I'm done being mayor is connecting that parkway, the bike trail, throughout the entire city of Sacramento. So you could start down there in the pocket. And go all the way along the river, all the way to Folsom.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I've gotten as far as, what is that park in Rancho Cordova? Ansel
River
Hoffman?
Bend, Ansel Hoffman.
Yeah,
River
I
Bend
biked-
Park is the one you ride your bike through. Ansel Hoffman doesn't have a trail. It's the
Oh, okay. I started probably by Freeport-ish area, all the way up to there, and came back. It was 40 miles total.
You can go
Yeah.
all the way to
Oh, my
Ansel
goodness.
Hoffman? That's wild.
Past there. On
Yeah.
bike. On the same trail. It's so,
Yeah.
so cool.
There's
to
a
have
few
that.
places you have to get off, and there's some in the city of Sacramento by
Yeah.
Sutter's Landing, where
Yeah.
there's some just access points and some land that the city we're trying to buy and through state grants, and so we're on our way. So
Nice.
within our lifetime, this will happen.
Right.
That's cool.
So we know what you want to accomplish, or one of the things you want to accomplish before leaving office. Has there been anything that has happened while you have been in office that was just funny? Like that sticks out, like this was a funny day?
Like you just thought about it all day and
Oh,
was
yeah.
cackling.
Funny. Yes, my entire office. Well, I'll say this. So when I was in the assembly, one day I heard that there was celebrities come to politicians' offices in the Capitol all the time. Like if you talked about Skittles. So the other day, Marshawn Lynch was at the Capitol and they introduced him. And so a few years ago, this celebrity came to Sacramento, and they invited a few of us to go meet her on the assembly floor. And they didn't tell me who it was. There's only like 6 of us that got to go meet her. And I walked down there, and it was Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
And I
wow.
was like, whoa. At first, I didn't recognize her because she's really small. She's really petite, so I didn't recognize her at first. And then she was
How
there.
tall is she?
I don't know. She's maybe 5'1",
Really?
5'2".
I didn't
Small.
think she was that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that small. Like
Yeah,
we're not that
5.
small, okay?
5. Yeah.
Lynette said, I feel attacked.
Small people
We're height
matter.
friendly here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we matter.
I didn't recognize her for some reason. Maybe
Okay.
because her sister's tall on the show and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, okay. But whatever. So I said, oh, that's Kim Kardashian. Oh, my God. So we started talking about some of the stuff she's working on. She was learning about criminal justice reform. And I was like, hey, I'm doing this. And I was out of place. I just like, I'm doing this big bill that you should support. And she's like, people are like, what are you talking about? You're not supposed to talk about your bills right now. I'm like, I'm doing this ballot measure to restore voting rights for people upon incarceration, because you couldn't vote if you're a felon in California. You couldn't vote. So while you're on parole. And so I said, we're going to go to the voters, and it's called Free the Vote. And she's like, I'm for it. I endorse it. And I just said, okay. And so it was so funny because it's just so interesting how things just this light like that. So I went and I tweeted about it. It became national news. I was on like True Hollywood Story. What? Yeah, and I had people like my friends who I didn't even know really I was in politics. They're like, "Oh, I saw you on True Hollywood Story with Kim Kardashian, like a day in the life of Kim Kardashian." So
Wait, and that's how they found out you were a politician?
kind of, I think so. Like they just yeah.
The perks of being a politician in California,
it's just interesting. It's just funny how pop culture and society just sometimes blends. Like, if Taylor Swift came out and, you saw she endorsed candidates in the presidential race over the years, and that just gets people.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting how that all kind of came together.
Yes, very important.
And the ballot measure did pass, and she tweeted about it, and she got John Legend and a few others to talk about it, and that measure passed. So that's one of my fond memories as far as making policy change in California.
All right. I would have framed that.
And before we go to the hot seat questions, when you're not mayor anymore, what do you think you'll be doing?
Something that's rewarding. I think being mayor is rewarding. Sometimes this job is painful. I just think that most days are more good than bad, and that keeps me going. But it's frustrating how slow things are. Everything's a no, and you get all the bad news, you don't get the good news. But at the end of the day, it's about serving and helping people, and helping people like my family who got help when I was a kid, and single parents who need places for their kids to go, or affordable housing, or good schools, and all that. So like that stuff matters to people. 500,000 people in Sacramento. So I consider that job that I'm doing today at City Hall that. So something that's rewarding. I thought about going and teaching community college. I remember when I was 20, when I got my act together, some community college teacher inspired me to think about politics, and I was like, hey, maybe I'll do that one day.
Wow.
So I have a few ideas. I
paddleboarding.
I could paddleboard. I like doing stuff around home projects, gardening, fixing stuff. So
are you a fixer?
I try to, but what's amazing is being able to fix stuff is in the last 5 to 10 years is YouTube.
Yeah, oh yes.
Yeah, like how do you you watch some video and you see that's your university.
That's my first
right.
When my dad was here, I would ask him first, but then now that my dad's gone, YouTube is number one person I check on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You think you would run for another office?
I don't know. I don't know if I was going to run for mayor. I was kind of done. I'd served 20 years, and I was done. But I wanted to do something different. But I kind of saw a calling at City Hall that the mayor then, Steinberg's like, I'm out after 8 years, which is a tough job. Only after 50 years. I think there's 10 people have been mayor. They've all served no more than 8 years. So people don't last more than 2 terms. So when Darryl was going to step down, I saw who was running. I was like, you know what? I have more to do. I could step into that position. I had never thought about it ever.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I enjoy this. I'm going to see how it is in 4 years and try to see if I'm making a difference and I'm being effective. That's why I signed up for this job, is to be effective for Sacramento, and if I still have my sanity. So that'll be the
very important as well. Yes.
Yes.
And so you have to be out there on the water a lot to maintain balance it.
Yeah.
Another way to balance is come to the City Connect mixers on the third Thursday of each month.
Oh yeah, you can party every month. Well, not party, make connections with
we gotta
residents.
Get a mixer.
I love walking, so I think I'm gonna start doing more like doing meetings with people I meet, walking around the park. I love walking along the bike trails, not just paddleboarding, but just going out there and seeing Sacramento. So I think I'm gonna start saying, hey, I'll meet with you. Everyone wants to meet with me. Like, let's go walk around the park for half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Walk and
talk. Walk and talk.
They might have those on the 5th floor, but have you seen those like wellness maps that shows like a route around City Hall if you want to take like a 1 mile, 2 and 3/4 mile walk around?
I think we have one in our kitchen.
We have one
here.
No,
I didn't know that.
No, there was one of my former colleagues in the legislature, Sharon Quirk Silva. She did this all the time. She had meetings with people. She says, I'll meet with you if you walk around the Capitol with me. Two laps, which is I think a 20-minute walk. And so that's when she had our meetings with people.
Like the whole
Get your
Capitol
steps,
or the
yeah.
whole park too?
I think the whole park is like 20 minutes.
Okay.
20-minute walk if you go around the whole Capitol.
I was gonna say that's walking really slow. If it's just.
Oh no.
Walk and talk with the mayor.
Are we ready
That's
for
awesome.
our?
I think we're ready for
hot
our.
seat.
Yeah.
Is he ready? That's
I
the
don't know.
question.
Nervous.
I gotta get my clock ready here.
Do I have like 5 seconds to answer? If something happens, like the bell goes off?
Well, here's the thing. You have 45 seconds to get through all the questions.
Okay.
For all questions that you pass or you don't get to answer because you answer too long, you have to do a dance, right? So if you miss 3 questions, you gotta do 3 different dances.
Okay.
So
Are you gonna?
You can answer as long as you want.
So say it again.
45 seconds.
45
to
seconds.
get through
Okay.
all of these.
To get through all the questions.
Okay.
There's, I don't know, 10 some
Yeah,
questions here.
And are you gonna ask the questions really fast for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, ask the questions fast, and then you could, you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
just get the answer out and move on. Then maybe elaborate later. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, once 45 seconds hits, though, whatever's left on the table, you have to dance it off.
And now I'm keeping score.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, can somebody else read the questions?
They really
Okay.
want that
Like, I can't-
caterpillar out of here.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
do the toothbrush.
I'm not doing that.
All right. I'm gonna be fast.
Okay,
Okay.
you ready? And the timer is on.
Last song you listened to.
Oh, Taylor Swift, So High School, about the wedding yesterday.
Last restaurant you ate at.
Bernardo,
Favorite sports or exercise activity.
baseball.
15 seconds.
Last concert or music festival.
Last concert or music festival. Let's say last year's Aftershock.
Coke or Pepsi.
Neither.
Okay. Go-to comfort food.
Cereal.
Allergy medicine of choice.
None. Advil.
Last book you read.
2 seconds.
Willie Mae's autobiography.
Savory or sweet snacks.
Sweets.
Cat or dog.
Dog.
Beach or museum.
Oh, we are out of time.
Beach.
It's 45 seconds.
That's a lot of
Okay.
dances.
So
How
he
many-
did good. He only
How many
2.
questions left?
2.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
Okay, good.
Well, we got 2 dances, it sounds like. Yeah?
2 dancing. Okay.
He's like, oh, gotta go to my next meeting.
That's what counts.
We're done.
His face is
So
like,
you got
Let's do a group
Oh.
dance.
a group
You
dance?
tell me your favorite dance. Yeah.
I don't got one.
see, there's
So
like a
I'm
age
the-
difference here.
Yeah.
I'm the-
Some of
I'm the
This is
cabbage-
like a chair dancing.
I'm the
Yeah,
cabbage
chair
patch.
dance
You
is
can, you can
fine.
dance.
Okay, what's the
Mine
cabbage?
is
Teach me.
The cabbage patch.
Okay. You go like
Go
this.
that way.
Cabbage patch.
Welcome
It's like you're
to
churning butter with 2
SacVibes.
hands.
Okay.
And then I like the
SacVibes.
what's that one?
What's that one?
That bell bib
Is that
The bell bib
the
the
re-
ball.
Oh wow. Okay.
What?
It's like the reverse walk.
Okay.
That's poison. That's right.
All right.
That's before your time.
You did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
That was
Thank you
fun.
for being our first.
That was fun. This is
but
the first one.
Yes.
This
yeah.
is the first one. And so this season, we want to introduce our elected officials and our executive team.
Okay.
So last season, we spent a lot of time bringing on different departments, talking about programs. But when you're at council, and people only see you as an elected, and they don't realize you're a person too, right? You're a husband, you're a father, you're a friend.
You're a paddleboarder.
You're a paddleboarder. You're a Swiftie, right? And so I'm pretty sure folks probably would have never thought our mayor is a Swiftie, and now they'll know. And so this is what we want to do: is just personalize who you are.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for having me. This was
Thank
fun.
you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm
Easy
glad you had
questions.
fun.
I was nervous.
Can we do a
Stump me.
quick selfie?
Of
Hopefully
course.
that was
Yeah.
comfortable. I think people often come in and they feel kind of nervous, but
No,
we
it
try
was
to
good.
keep it
Yeah.
casual.
Okay, ready?
There's no
Lynette?
selfie. It didn't happen.
1, 2. Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we're gonna have millions of listeners on this.
Millions.
Millions.
So we're on
Hopefully.
YouTube
For
and
that.
Spotify.
Well, you know, the New Heights, the Travis and Jason Kelsey one had 15 million viewers on YouTube.
we might be a little less
Are
than
we gonna
that.
break
A
that?
little less than that.
If you can get Kim Kardashian to
Retweet.
retweet this,
Yeah.
please,
we will
that'll
go
help.
viral.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's going to be 1 or 2 listeners that learn about the 2 people I spoke about,
Yeah.
about Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian.
Right.
And they have a big beef between them.
They do?
Oh, you don't know about the beef?
No, tell
Oh, my
us,
God.
please. We're still recording.
bad.
guys.
What's the beef?
You Yeah, okay,
Oh,
you're gonna
wait.
go learn about it.
Is it because of Kanye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big
in
beef.
2008,
The whole
VMAs,
Reputation album.
when
Okay.
Kanye went up and took the mic from Taylor because
Okay.
Beyonce should have won.
No, then there was songs back and forth. Yeah, it's like a legendary beef between. But I think they both moved on. They're both very successful. So.
Yeah.
So we have to
Yes.
tweet both of them then.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Okay.
Thank you. And we're back.
Yes, we are. That was an eventful first community conversation.
Yeah.
A range of emotions.
A range of emotions. What were some of the emotions you had?
Travis better be on his toes.
Listen.
eyes.
Apparently, he's been following his every move. So
Every move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful, Mr. Kelsey.
I was
yeah.
proud of the mayor for not being upset. He was happy for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also enjoyed hearing about his backstory. It's not the traditional go to law school.
Yeah.
Already aimed to be
right.
a politician.
That's true.
Major in political science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, darn political science majors. I was one.
Y'all all right?
I think my favorite thing was hearing he went to elementary school with Rob Bonta.
Yeah.
And Rob Bonta went, Ivy League route, college, Ivy League, law school, all of that. And then the mayor went to like adult school,
Dropped out.
community
You got a
college,
GED too, right?
GED,
Yeah,
went
yeah.
that route. But they both ended up in the legislature at the same time. So it just shows people have different pathways, and you guys can always end up at the same place. So it's not where you're from, it's where you want to go.
Yeah, for sure. I like the fact that he's a paddleboarder like me.
I want to try it now.
Yeah. you should
Everyone
try
always
it.
says, I love paddleboarding. And I'm like, wow, I should try it.
It's fun.
I think it requires a lot of like core strength.
Not as much as you think, because I can do it. I'm not the most strong core person. But I have fallen off, though. But like it depends on kind of paddleboard you have, right?
Okay.
So,
You don't just stand there? What do you do?
well, you got to like balance,
Tai Chi.
Every time a wave comes, if you don't see it coming, whoosh, you got to be careful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
Looking
don't
forward to like just finding out like who our council members really are. What do you
Yeah.
guys like to eat? What you
Right.
watching on TV? What's your
Yes.
favorite show? So that's kind of cool to me.
Same.
His go-to food was cereal, which was I found
Right. I
comforting.
do remember him saying that, which I was
Yeah.
like, that is, yeah, he just
That's
like
a choice.
Now
like
I didn't
that.
agree. He's an El Pastor taco person, and
I
I'm
love
carne
pastor.
I'm
Al
carne
pastor
asada.
I'm
is
carne
good.
asada too.
I'm carne asada.
I'm a pork girl.
But I also,
and then maybe carnitas.
Okay.
But
Carnitas.
yeah.
I'm a grilled chicken. I know that's pretty basic, but
If
they
you
can do
guys,
the grilled chicken right.
You started
Not-
nothing.
there's a reel on Instagram talking about they judge you by your taco order.
yeah.
Chicken?
The carne asada people are the base.
Yeah.
The al pastor is where it's at. But if you know, you know.
You can't go wrong with a good carne asada though.
Yeah, I agree.
Some
That's
lime.
As long
my
as it's not the
lengua.
lengua or cabeza, I can do.
Cabeza,
I
you
can
don't
do.
do
Ooh, those
that
are
one?
good.
Oh no, I can't.
We know you
And
Miss
not the
Pork.
lengua. I have a rule. I'm not tasting anything that's tasted me at the same time.
This
So
is going to be so niche, but in South Texas, your typical Sunday morning, like you would get some barbacoa tacos from the gas station. They were so good. That was your
Wow.
breakfast.
from the gas station.
Yeah.
Barbacoa.
Okay.
Laredo Taco
That's like how we
Company.
get a full chicken or fried fish from the gas station in the south.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
They
They
got
that.
got
good
some good
chicken.
wings
So-
in Atlanta.
Yeah, the gas stations.
For sure.
The first time I had gas station chicken was in Beacon Hill in Seattle.
In
The
New
Shell
Orleans, they
station.
had the best fried chicken at the gas station.
Ah,
Yeah.
they use that motor oil with the fry.
As long as it tastes good,
It'd
I
be
don't
a little
care.
heavy. It'd be a little heavy at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was a good time hearing from him.
Yeah.
And also, if folks have any hot seat questions you'd like to suggest, our comments are always open.
Yes.
What if we say The Wire or The Sopranos?
Oh, wait. What about his dance? Because he didn't finish some of the questions.
He danced. Yeah.
Do we want to rate the dance?
Oh, do you want to write the dance?
Are you sure I called it the caterpillar? I feel like that's
Yes,
fake.
you called it the caterpillar.
What did he say?
I had to rewind it.
Cabbage Patch?
No, we were talking about how he wanted to do
centipede.
centipede.
Oh, centipede. Okay.
And apparently I
But
called
the
it the
dance,
said
the
caterpillar.
dance that he did at the end.
All I remember.
Okay, so if we like
I don't know if he's
we
coming to
don't
the
hold our
barbecue.
wrist
I don't
up
know
to
if
the microphone.
We letting all future electeds and all our electeds and executive team. Y'all better work on your dances if y'all don't answer all
We
those
come from
questions.
a place of love.
Yeah.
We grade hard, apparently.
You gotta stretch, okay? Make sure you
Who
stretch.
do you think have the best dance moves on council?
My.
For sure.
Mine.
For sure.
Well,
yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Honestly, Katie too. I could see Katie dancing.
I don't think she want to see Mai on the back on a dance off. I don't think she want to see her.
But
We might have to have a council
dance off.
That'd be cool.
I'll be ready.
Hilarious.
Dancing with the council members.
Dance right with the council members. Yeah.
You get voted off the island.
Voted off the dice.
Of the dice.
We definitely get
Should we
aired
do
off.
dancing with the
We
council
definitely get
members?
booted
Comment
off
below.
Season 3? You're
Yeah.
last
This
season.
gonna be the season that do it.
Oh, they playing around too much now. We don't even have a city manager and we get canceled.
Cancel before we even
No,
started.
you gotta do it before they
Cancel.
come on.
Dang.
I think you should take us home before we get ourselves.
Okay, my bad. Well, thank you for joining us for our first and potentially last episode of season 3. Dang, what was the closing? Follow us on. Thank you for vibing with us. Thank you. Please
I
follow
didn't-
us on
I didn't
social
put it on
media.
there. I pointed to
Instagram.
nothing. Sorry. I pointed to something. I thought it was there.
What
It
other platform? Insta,
Thank you for- yes,
Facebook,
Instagram,
Spotify, YouTube.
Yes.
Please subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Peace. Oh, wait. We gotta say bye on our new camera. Peace.
My new camera, he means a webcam that's on top of someone's loaner PC.